When it comes to standardbred bloodlines, they don't come more royally bred than Mark Purdon. Born in Pukekohe, just south of Auckland, Mark was born the fourth child and third son of prominent harness racing trainer and Hall of Famer Roy Purdon. His mother, the late Margaret Purdon, was a former champion New Zealand golfer, while Roy's racing record spoke for itself. So it is of little surprise the will to win has dominated Mark's genetic makeup. The quietly spoken champion trainer-driver currently has the Australasian harness racing scene in the palm of his hand, having literally swept all before him in recent years, with multiple Inter-Dominion champion trainer-driver and partner Natalie Rasmussen at his side. His most recent Grand Circuit success saw him crowned Inter-Dominion champion guiding Smolder, part owned by Hunter Valley businessman Marcus Kirkwood, to his first series pacing success as a trainer.
Smolder lifting, too strong, Smolder for Mark Purdon, the Kiwi.
Mark's first series win came in 1991 when the championship featured the first challenge by North American trained pacers Night Colt and Dare You 2. Roy and Barry Purdon trained the first two pacers home, Mark Hanover, named after Mark, followed by Christopher Vance, with brothers-in-law and close friends Mark Purdon and Tony Herlihy with the respective reins in hand.
It's Christopher Vance and Mark Hanover. They're down to a ding-dong, nothing between the two of them.
Mark's early introduction to harness racing came at the height of his father's training career. The run home from school ignited by a desire to be with standardbred stars at home, where a young Mark could be found at the side of champion pacers like New Zealand and Auckland Cup winner Soul Command.
Soul Command and Greg Robinson, they go to the line, but Soul Command will win the cup from Greg Robinson, and we win coming home well.
Mark made a modest start to his driving career, achieving his first victory at Ruakaka on the 1st of February 1982 behind Dark and Dusty. He closed out the 81-82 season with 6 wins. In his first 5 seasons competing as a junior, Mark won less than 50 races. In his first season as a professional driver, Mark more than doubled his lifetime tally, winning 51 races, finishing 4th in the National Drivers' Premiership and collecting his first 2 Group 1 victories, Miss Ardmore in the Great Northern Oaks and Julie Vance in the New Zealand Oaks. The following season, Mark drove 74 winners from 524 drives in New Zealand. A highlight was the 1991 Inter-Dominion Pacing Championship at Alexandra Park, where Mark Hanover was a surprise winner after managing only placings in his 4 heats. Purdon claimed further Inter-Dominion success in 1996 at Moonee Valley with Pride Petite, who would successfully defend her crown in the 1997 version at Adelaide. In the 1998 series at Harold Park in Sydney, Mark qualified 3 trotters for the final, Buster Hanover, Sundon's Way and Pride Petite, but this time the driving success sat with Tony Herlihy, behind Buster Hanover, which completed a treble of training wins in the race for Purdon. Inter-Dominion glory was added in 2011 when I Can Do's It, with Mark sitting in the sulky, causing a minor surprise by downing the young Australian star Let Me Through.
I Can Do's It! Yes! I Can Do's It, won it!
The win saw Mark inducted into the Inter-Dominion Hall of Fame, where he joined 2 other notables, Tony Herlihy and Pride Petite, whose achievements are intertwined with Purdon's. Mark won 2 crowns in the inaugural Harness Jewels meeting in 2007.
She's a class above him in the Jules colour score in the second. On the inside is Fiery Falcon, Marahoka, Arizona will win the 2-year-old Emerald.
In the following 12 months, formed a partnership with Grant Payne at his new state-of-the-art All-Stars training facility at Rolleston on the outskirts of Christchurch. At the same time, he was launching new stars, including the enigmatic Auckland Reactor, who was syndicated for New Zealand $3.5 million.
The greatest blitzers them here in the 4-year-old Emerald.
In just 4 seasons in the operation, the Purdon-Payne partnership had won every New Zealand training title, including most wins and higher stakes. Top honours came in Victoria, with I Can Do's It when he successfully defended his Inter-Dominion crown in 2012. That would also be the last, as the Trotting Championship was discontinued after the series, leaving the trotting title in the capable hands of Mark Purdon forever. That year he would go on to finish the New Zealand season with 75 wins, while the Purdon-Payne training combination topped the premiership table for the 5th time prior to Mark's return to training under his own name. Fewer drives in 2012-13 did not dent Purdon's reputation, given that his winning tally included another 9 Group 1 honours, featuring high-profile events such as 2 Jewels, the New Zealand Derby and the Dominion Trot. Back in 1993, Mark won his first New Zealand Derby with Mark Roy, He would go on to win the premier 3-year-old event 10 times, with the most recent win in last year's running with the current New Zealand Open class champion, Lazarus.
He swept past Lazarus. He is simply a star.
Another trophy with the Purdon name etched multiple times is the New Zealand Cup. Mark first won the Premier Staying Test in 1995 with El Vicolo for his good friend, the late John Seaton. The trio returned the following year and defended their cup crown off the 10 metres in 1996. It would be 18 years before Purdon's name returned the trophy again, but it was well worth the wait when the quintessential queen of pacing Adore Me took out the 3,200 metre test in the same season when she clocked a world record time of 1:47.7 in winning the Ladyship Mile at Menangle in the hands of co-trainer Natalie Rasmussen.
She's the very best in Australasia, might be one of the best in the world, look at her go.
And Purdon's cup quest did not end there. He remains the defending champ after his age group champion Lazarus took out the famous 3,200 metre event in 2016.
Once again, Lazarus has arisen.
Smolder's track record victory in the $1 million Inter-Dominion last year completed a year of total domination for the appropriately named All-Stars team of Mark Purdon and Natalie Rasmussen, who have trained in partnership for the last 4 seasons. Together, the pair have trained the winners of the Inter-Dominion, New Zealand Cup, Miracle Mile, Auckland Cup, Hunter Cup, Chariots of Fire and New Zealand Free-for-All, all in the last 12 months. They have also won the 4 main Australasian pacing derbies and 4 strongest Australasian pacing Oaks races. Their trophy cabinet in the last year will be struggling to stand under the weight of all of that success. While no Australasian stable in either thoroughbred or harness racing can boast that kind of trophy haul, it's hard to imagine any international stable having completely monopolised its sector of the racing industry in such a way. It's the stuff legends are made of, and Mark Purdon has more than earned his place in racing folklore.